It's so sad at this age in Nigeria that someone will be involved in a motor car accident and the driver or the suspect in this regard is fleeing the area of accident and not even trying to help the person they've actually knocked down. And the most annoying thing again is that such accident victim would get escorted to an hospital and hospitals are rejecting accident victims. It seems I've never heard that before, and the only place I've ever heard that happening is in Nigeria. Guys, let's dive into the story. Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as that mom of 5 and also known as TM5 Candy Co. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So I saw a story and it actually broke my heart. It broke my heart in regards to the person who actually knocked down this person with the vehicle and their actions and what happened when they try to save this person's life, like hospitals rejecting the patient and the hospital rejecting the accident victim, and the suspect, the alleged person who knocked the person down, claiming not to want to help this person because she does not want blood to stain her car. Like, guys, the story is this. So it says Adetunji Opaleye, known as Teejay. I was talking about this a few days ago, and one of my subscribers, Abby, said she worked in his IT company before. So according to Google here, there's a story, but I'm just a brief description of him about Adetunji Opaleye. So Adetunji is known as Teejay. He's a co-founder and chief technical officer of the Nigerian retail automation startup Bumper. He tragically passed away on the 5th of March 2025 following a road accident in Lagos. He is a law graduate from the Obafemi Awolowo University. Opaleye co-founded Bumper in 2020 alongside Kelvin Umechukwu. Under their leadership, Bumper grew to serve over 60,000 small and medium-sized SMEs and processing transactions exceeding 160 billion. So this is an employer. This is somebody that is helping Nigeria grow. But what happened? So this is the story. On Tuesday, 4th of March 2025, Adetunji Opaleye, known as Teejay, the co-founder and chief technical officer of Bumper, woke up like every other ambitious Nigerian youth, eager to contribute meaningfully to his nation. He had no idea that that would be his last day on earth, all because of someone else's inhumane actions. He was born on the 20th of December 1992. Teejay had his secondary education in Lagos State, at Lagos State Model College, Mero in Lagos. He went to OAU, although he pursued a law degree. His true passion lay in information technology. He eventually transitioned fully into software engineering, a field where he was nothing short of a prodigy, as many described him. So what happened to him?
The 4th day of March 2025, an accident occurred at 10:18 p.m. Zumbambadiwe Road, Victoria Island. Now I want you to look closely at this video. This is the accident scene. The car with the blinkers, the double pointers, happens to be the car Biola Adams Odutayo drove in. Now look closer in this video. That place in circles, that happens to be Biola Adams Odutayo's friend's vehicle, which was another vehicle at the accident scene that could have rushed Teejay to the hospital but didn't do anything because they didn't want blood stains on her car. Now, Biola Adams said she was in shock, but look at her in circles right over there. That's her standing on a phone call, which lasted more than 30 minutes while Teejay was on the floor unattended to. This contradicts a statement where she said she was in a state of shock and she was about to be mobbed. Did this look like a mob? You be the judge. Now, Biola Adams Odutayo had come out of that road and froze at the middle of the road, which resulted in Teejay, the deceased, running into a vehicle. He had right of way, she did not have right of way. Did you even know that Biola Adams Odutayo, immediately this accident happened, attempted to switch responsibilities of she being behind the wheels but a driver in the other vehicle? The driver had come up to take responsibility for that collision, but the first bystanders, the boys that were on scene, said, no, we know who drove this vehicle and it was you, not the driver.
So after a long day at work on the 4th of March, Teejay went to the iFitness gym in Victoria Island before heading home on his power bike. at about 10:20 p.m. as he rode along Ozumba Mbadiwe, Victoria Island, Lagos. He had the right of way when Miss Bisola Adams Odutayo, driving a vehicle with license number LND 418JR, marched onto the expressway without considering approaching traffic, thereby crashing into Teejay. Biola and her friends had just left a restaurant by the expressway where they had dinner. Despite having a driver, Bisola chose to drive herself, while she asked her driver to drive a friend's car following behind. Though fully equipped with safety gear, TJ was knocked unconscious, sprawled on the road. What happened next was not just an accident, but a complete disregard for life. After the crash, Bisola Adams Odutayo refused to step out of her vehicle to check on TJ, the guy he knocked down. Bystanders and Good Samaritans rushed to help, begging her to assist, but she did nothing. When they approached her friend, they were reportedly told, in quote, she doesn't want blood to stain her car. As TJ lay unconscious but still breathing, Biola, a healthcare professional and head of healthcare at a reputable insurance brokering firm, chose to stay on a phone call for over 30 minutes instead of helping save a life. And she's a healthcare worker. I hope she's not a healthcare worker in Diaspora, because me, I will report her to any medical field she's working with. If she's a nurse, if she's a doctor, if she's a surgeon, I will report her. And I'm going to start now. See, after this video, I'm going to find out. She better not be a healthcare worker in the UK or anywhere in Diaspora, because if she does, this is the time for us to report her. So she refused to help, staying on the phone call for over 30 minutes instead of helping save a life. Meanwhile, bystanders desperately tried to get TJ to a hospital. Many cars refused to stop, but they eventually convinced an Uber driver to assist. Desperate to save TJ's life, the Samaritans returned to the accident scene, placed TJ in a minibus known as Korokwe, and forced Biola to accompany them, hoping that her presence would prevent further rejections. She reluctantly followed. The only reason she remained at the accident scene was because bystanders physically prevented her from fleeing, especially after she had already arranged for her car to be towed away. So her car is much more important to her. She was able to arrange for her car to be towed away from the scene of accident. Should she even be doing that? Should she even be doing that? Towing her vehicle away from an accident scene? That was not her job to do. That was the job of the police, because that is evidence she's taken away. At 11:30 p.m., TJ's brother got a call about the incident. He got to the scene and met a Samaritan who had held onto TJ's properties. He handed them over to TJ's brother and followed him to the hospital TJ was taken to. On arrival, he was told that TJ was also just being brought in. This was past midnight. Shortly after arriving, TJ was declared dead. So, the inhumane actions and complete lack of empathy from Biola Adams Odutayo have forever changed our lives. The family has lost an irreplaceable asset, and Nigeria has lost one of its brightest minds. From that moment until now, TJ's family, friends, mentees, and the community he impacted have been plunged into deep grief. What makes this pain even worse is the shocking behavior of Biola Adams Odutayo and those around her. After TJ was declared dead, she walked into the hospital and requested a drip, claiming she was in shock. Then she attempted to flee. Since her arrest, she and her family have boasted of their connections and engaged several tactics against TJ's grieving family and friends. To add insult to injury, Biola Adams Odutayo indeed made good on those connections, as Nigerian police charged her with reckless driving, only as if TJ's life was worth no more than a traffic violation. Biola Adams Odutayo was detained for only one night at the police station, and whereabouts remained unknown for the following days until she was charged to court for mere reckless driving. Wow. Her bail conditions were set to 1 million naira and 2 sureties, which she met on the same day. Since then, she had been comfortably at home enjoying her freedom. So what are the people who are, because there's a petition already, I'm going to find that petition, I'm going to put it here, and I'm also going to put the link of the petition in the comments, in the description box. So guys, follow the link and go sign the petition to get this woman arrested. So what are these people demanding now? One, prove that Biola Adams is still in Lagos State, Nigeria. On Monday, March 17, 2025, she was summoned to the police station and failed to show up, wasting the time and emotions of a mourning family. Two, Biola Adams Odutayo must be properly charged with manslaughter. Also, not just a lesser offense of reckless driving, at CP Oloundare Moshujimo, maybe that's the police, I don't know. Three, the Lagos State Ministry of Justice must ensure that justice is not derailed by an orchestrated cover-up. 4. The Inspector General of Police and the Lagos State Commissioner of Police must ensure due process is followed and that no one is above the law. 5. The Governor of Osun State, the Senator representing Osun West Senatorial District, and House of Rep member representing Iwo, Ayedire, must intervene to ensure that the death of a precious son of the soil does not go in vain. So these are the things. So she is a healthcare worker. You hit somebody, what should you do? Courtesy demands you step out of the vehicle to check if that person was okay. She was not going to come out. She was on her phone. And it was alleged that TJ was taken to 2 hospitals. And now this is an issue. Why are hospitals rejecting accident patients? As an hospital or as a medical personnel they've brought in an accident patient into your hospital, why are you rejecting them? What was the hold you signed at medical school? Courtesy demands that they brought an accident victim to you. You want to check that there's no active bleeding. You want to check that their airway is intact. You want to give them basic first aid. And basic first aid is check that their airway is clear. Check that there is no physical or active bleeding. Check that there is no sign of internal bleeding. And then, if their level of injury is not what you can treat, you can use your connection as that hospital to refer them or transfer them to another hospital which you know is capable of treating them, not you rejecting them. We've heard of how hospitals reject accident people, saying that, oh, go and bring police reports, go and bring this, go and bring that, in case the patient eventually dies. But if the patient is brought into you at the last minute and they pass away, nobody's going to hold you because they were accident victim. And if you're not able to save them, it's understandable. But an accident victim is being rushed to your hospital and you refuse them. Like, come, what is going on? What is going on? And I think all of those people that we have in the House of Senate, I think a bill has to be passed that no hospital whatsoever should refuse any accident victims again. And at any hospital that is found doing so will either be charged or be closed down. Because tell me why you are an hospital. So if you say that because you are not able to treat their injury, you can't give them basic life aid. You can't give them basic first aid, like check if there's any physical or active bleeding, check for signs of bleeding, internal bleeding, airway. Is the airway patent? At least you want to ensure that they've not lost their airway. These are the things you can actually do to help, but they refused. It's alleged that they refused the patient in the first hospital. It was the second hospital that they took him to that were, is someone to his injury. And also, it seems that in Nigeria, the rich people do not care about the poor people. So you can imagine, she does not want her blood to stay in her car. She sat in the car, and then she towed her vehicle away. It should be the job of the police because now evidence she don't carry come up for accident scene though. So someone has lost their life as a result of what she did. And she's a healthcare worker. She knows better. Guys, I am so freaking mad that a young man's life has been taken and now they are trying to use connection. I'll pop a video of the girl, the said girl here. They are now trying to use connection to die the case. His family are grieving. Looking at him, he's a handsome young man. And his friends are saying, I saw people saying that he's only just left Canada. He's only been in Nigeria for how long? Maybe he's not been in Nigeria for that long. I'll put a post there if I can find that post there. He's only just left Canada in how many weeks or months or years. And this happened to him. And that at some point, I think I found a post that said that he did not even want to go to Nigeria. But he had to go maybe for some things. And what happened to him? It's gone. Is justice actually in Nigeria? Can there ever be justice? Because this is a blatant, clear case. I won't be surprised if she was intoxicated, if she was drunk. But then, no police will be able to come and do that test now because that's evidence. Evidence is gone. And she had the audacity to walk into the same hospital where they've just announced that the person she is has passed away, asking for a drip because she was in shock. Shock by you for there, Bisola. Shock by you for there, Bisola. You think you have money. When you start suffering for what you have done, you will not know what you did in the past that's caused your suffering. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Do you actually think that something has to change? You hit a person, roadside accident, you have to transfer that person to the nearest hospital. And being an healthcare worker, you'll have thought that she knows better. She will have someone encouraged, someone helped to get this guy to the hospital, and she's forming. And now a young man has lost his life and she's forming, boasting of being, I have connections. And like I said, Senate members, also Nigerian House of Senate people. Now the kind of bill that's supposed to be passed with this, so instead of running elter skelter, trying to die a woman's petition of sexual assault. These are the kind of things that you need to put in place for Nigerians. How can an hospital be rejecting accident victims? How can somebody who knocked a person down how can a driver who knocked person down for accident be running away? Why is that? Things have to change. It's so sad that this guy has lost his life, and I pray that justice comes, and I pray that this girl gets arrested as well. She has to be charged. I saw a post earlier on saying that she has been charged to court. I think I saw it on Instablog or something. I'm going to put a screenshot here. I did not really read that story because I was busy, but I'm going to put it here. If I find anything else, I'm going to bring it here. But guys, this is a screenshot of the petition that has been asked that people should sign so they could try and get justice for TJ. And also, I'm going to put a link to the petition in the comment section so that you guys can click it and go sign the petition as well. I've already signed mine, so you guys should go do it as well. Anyway, this is a very sad story, and I'm going to drop the curtain here. If you've watched this video till now, let me know your thoughts and opinion in regards to what has happened to this guy. Feel free to drop your comments, suggestions, opinion on how you think that things can actually be put to, like how things can actually be put to place or make things work in Nigeria, because Nigeria is tiring me now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched it now, you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, share this video, don't hesitate to join my membership, and I'll catch up with you in my next one. All right, bye for now. Bye.